Hello, my name is DC. I'm giving a match analysis for Zambia versus Honduras in the Under 17 World Cup. Let's get into the first goal of the match, which is this one. There's the Zambian coach looking swagalicious, if you ask me, acting nonchalant. All right, so this is basically a cross. If you move one slight frame behind, a few frames behind, cross is taken right, and then as you can see, unmarked, and it's probably his responsibility because you know what. No, sorry. That was my mistake. The person in front of you is who is in charge of marking. So he can see this. So he's supposed to be the one to rush towards that. And with better communication, they could actually sort out the defensive problems. I mean, he just takes to him. He tells his teammate, just push back, or maybe some code word that they have, to in order to look behind your shoulder and then act upon someone that's behind you. But this is definitely a preventable goal. But that's when, oh, it's not even the person that I thought would score the header. But that's an insane leap. That's all I'm going to say. That is a really good leap. And it's the fact that it just comes up behind him. If let's say attacking player, defending player, if you are the defender here and this is the attacker, if if you are behind him, you can mark him. But if this is the defender and this is the attacker, sorry, I've just run the same thing. Okay, no, defender. You know what? I may not draw accurate diagrams. All you need to know, you can only mark what's in front of you. If someone's behind you, you're not marking that person. Well, that's a really good leap. I mean, look at that. And it's because of these two not communicating properly to each other, or both of them not being aware with what's behind them or around them. And also the keeper could have shouted, I'm sure. I'm sure he could have notified his defenders for that. I mean, just look at that. Let's look as the boys being crossed here. I mean, he is trying to mark him. He's going for that. He's completely forgotten about. He has all the time in the world. Both of them had all the time in the world to do whatever they wanted. Both Zambian players. I mean, yeah, but better organization from Honduras. They definitely could have prevented that goal from being conceded. Let's head on to the next goal of the match. That's a lovely one. So it's a cutback, right? And then for me, there's just way too much time. And usually, what happens in situations like this, because unfortunately, if this video gets uploaded, I had to use it from another source. Because if you do use videos from the FIFA, page and whatnot, you most likely get copyright strike. So I don't see where this starts from. But usually, what usually leads to this is a player, like for example, him, he goes down the line. And instead of people allowing this player to deal with it, everyone starts pushing back. Everyone starts pushing back, creating space in that particular region. And then if we play it, that's too much. Because if you count, that's about 2-3 seconds. The ball is rolling, most likely 2 seconds. No one pushed up to try and block that. No one. No, this is just way too much space. It really is. He knows. He knows that they should not be conceding goals like that. Let's head on to the next goal of the match. I am patiently waiting. Or should I say unpatiently waiting? I don't really know, but I watched a few bits in this match. Once again, our lovely coach. And now this is just terrible defending, it really is. Um, can I increase the quality here? I hope I can without, slowing down is it buffering or loading speed? I think it's almost the same. All right, so this is already a problem. He's unmarked, number one. Number two, okay, no man at the post. And usually the mistake that people make is, let's say, for example, he heads it and then the ball is in the air. Most people assume no. So he heads it, maybe the keeper palms it out. Most people assume you just go on your post, but you have to push out so that there's a likely chance you catch someone offside. All right, so here, he is unmarked. It's worrisome. I mean, because if you look at this, the center here is well guarded, but the fact that they've let him slip out and he's all alone, that's a bit concerning. And hesitation here, hesitation. All right, I do understand the under 17 players, right? And then they're young, but maybe the goalpost, maybe you know what? Let's remove the issue of the goalpost because yeah, it could be a bit tall for them. But second issue here is the way the keeper plans for this. I think this is the best. This second one, I think this is the best angle because as the ball hits into the ground, he hesitates because you can see he wants to move, but he not. It's not that he can't move. It's just that he's frozen. He's stuck. It's the same thing as when a ball hits the post. When someone shoots on goal and it hits the post, I don't know. You just be frozen. You see the ball bounce off or ricochet, but your feet will just be planted to the ground. So let's just analyze this a bit, right? So you can see, look at his feet as the ball bounces. It's like he takes a step. He lifts his leg up and down real quick. It's like he planned to jump, but he realized it'd be too early, and then he gets done by the loop. All right, so let's make an assumption that he can reach if he jumps, he can reach, let's say here, right? So maybe it's because he's under 17, but what other keepers do in this situation here? Let's just play it back. It's hopefully for the last time. Let's just start it again. So what other elder keepers would do here? Rather than plant your foot and try to catch this because it's looping way too hard, what you instead do, take a few steps back. By this, maybe your feet should reach here. And then what you do is that you extend your body, you extend your arm out so that you make sure that the point at where you're catching the ball is most likely the line. Your feet can be here, but as long as you know how to stretch your body, you can definitely hold the ball so that it's probably on the line, and then you prevent yourself from, conceding such a goal where the ball bounces up and down, and then you're watching it as it does that. Yeah, so probably something that maybe the goalkeeping coach will tell him. And then also that's just bad defending once again. I'm doing this once, okay, hopefully once more. Yeah, I mean, like this is just a free header. I've discussed the part on the goalkeeper. I don't want to blame this on the goalkeeper because there's no way he should be heading the ball into the ground unmarked. Should not be happening. There's the coach looking real swagger. Yeah, if he just takes a few, yeah, this one. If he takes he definitely has the space to do that. Take a few steps back, stretch your arms out. You'll probably deal with this, but unfortunately, it's one of those ones and probably one of those days. Somewhere here. Okay, this is the one. This is just him, outsmarting the keeper. Because I don't know, he could definitely rush towards that. I know that he's waiting, but it's either he occupies this space somewhere here. Okay, that was terrible drawing. He occupies this space here, or he just tries to anticipate the pass to him because he definitely he has more than enough time. Because he makes the mistake of it's the same thing as running towards your goalpost instead of actually going towards the man. So here he should be moving closer. By closer, he probably should rush to somewhere here, be a bit closer, so that he can either anticipate his man getting beaten so that he's there, or anticipate that pass so that he could take on any option, whether it's going to attack the ball or going to defend. Any one of those options would have sufficed. But now what he does here, you see that hesitation? That's what leads to this goal. If you run straight towards him, he probably doesn't score. And the goalkeeper, funny enough, has this spot, or should I say, has this side of the goal covered, but unfortunately he anticipates the wrong way. And it is a good goal. He shoots straight at the keeper if you think about it. Yeah, if he went straight towards the player, he probably doesn't score this. And the goalkeeper, I think, would have anticipated better. He probably jumps too early. All right, let's head on to the next goal of the match. Goal of the match. Goal of the match. Yeah, I think this is where the video starts, so I can't really. All right, so corner, this is just a free header. No one is marking him. The fact that he bumps into him just shows that he lost him. He lost him completely. I mean, okay, this guy also has one heck of a leap also. That's really good. Under 17, don't forget. That's a really good header, but the fact is unmarked. It's questionable. Look at, he doesn't even jump because he jumps into his own man. I mean, it's no, we shouldn't really be considering this, but it's a good header. We'll give credit where credit is due. It's a good leap, and then it shows that I'm going to get this. I don't care if I get hurt or not. I'm going to get to this. Let's head on to the next goal of the match. Goal of the match. Not exactly here. Should be the next one. All right, now this is another funny one where it's a combination of, okay, that one I mainly blame the defense. when he headed it, and then again it's the same thing, except he doesn't defend properly. He is doing one of those things instead of he's wrestling. By wrestling, I mean he's more focused on trying to bump into the player behind him rather than actually act as a barrier or actually try and impede him. Because when you're wrestling, you're usually trying to, shrug him off. But if you're trying to, prevent him, you're standing upright and then you have your shoulder, sorry, you have your arm next to him, or is it shoulder to shoulder? And if he jumps, you also jump at the same time. You do not stay on the ground. So he's practically put himself in the worst position possible. And then for the goalkeeper here, I do think he should do better. Header. mm. And then other players have this terrible habit where, let's say, for this is the goal that he scored, right? What other players will do, like what he's done here, instead of challenging for the ball, you'll find they'll just fall down, then they'll try and claim for a foul, which is not playing the game. The game should be played, not be faked. I mean, he doesn't try to jump for it, and then the goalkeeper here, he could do better. So he doesn't properly sweep his feet. But what I mean by that is that usually as a goalkeeper, the different techniques you use to get to the ground real quickly. He was supposed to sweep his feet, but he doesn't do it because look at his leg, which is here, his foot, sorry, and then his foot is still here. If he dived properly, it would have probably been extended on the ground or landing towards the ground there rather than where it is. And funny enough, I actually think he could have stuck his leg out to stop that. I mean, maybe yeah, he probably could have stuck his leg out, but the way he sweeps his feet, you can even tell like he does it in two motions, not one. Donnarumma is also one that's actually good at this. Look at it. Look at that. Look at where his feet is. He raises his feet goes up instead of going to the side. By going to the side, as if he's going to cross, or how can I say this? Is it a leg sweep? He doesn't sweep his leg under his other leg, so it's more of two motions rather than one. And then he's a little slower to get down to that, and then he doesn't get to that. Yeah, maybe. And funny enough, if and this also it's one of those situations where he probably thought he could have gone to claim but didn't claim. So now the distance, if he was here, he definitely catches that. But now that he's here, the ball bounces there. He just makes it hard on himself. Anyway, he's a young keeper. He'll probably get better as he gets more experience because that's how football is sometimes. It's just an issue of experience, and I'm sure he's gained lots of it. Let's just hide this so that we show the last goal. All right, so I don't know what happens there, and this is I think the only angle that I have. He's not marking anyone because he's looking towards this way. He can't see what's behind him. And another issue, once again, leaving players unmarked. So the best thing he could do is just probably rush towards this because he's not marking him in any way possible. Might as well try and help your teammate out. He doesn't. He hesitates. Once again, did you see that hesitation? Let's just play it back a bit. And you can even see, you can see where the hesitation starts from. See here? You see he's slow. He could definitely get there quicker. And once again, he doesn't set himself up to block. I mean, he could have gone more in front of him. Goalkeeper has no chance. Yeah, I mean, he could have definitely done better because he practically gives him the angle. He actually had enough time to go a bit like that. So that he's in front of him and the ball hits him, he's to his side, so he doesn't really get enough coverage or the angle that he needs to be to block that one. Otherwise, this was Zambia beating Honduras in the Under 17 World Cup. They have won their last two games. The last game they scored, was it 3 goals? And in this game, they have scored five. Very good goal scoring team. Everyone's happy. The coach is looking fantastic and spirits are high. The next match should be against Brazil, which should be a real test for Zambia. And I do think that we'll be able to beat them. Yes, you heard it first here. Otherwise, that's been my match analysis. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.